Welcome to Memphis Music Banq Live, MMB Live. We have the opportunity to check out one of our latest MMB producers, Jimeal Bryson. Welcome to MMB Live.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening. I'm just going to say all day.
All the above.
All of the above. Well, first of all, welcome to the Memphis Music Banq. You are one of our latest producers who has joined us, and we'll get into what made you decide to join. But first, I really want to get to know who you are. I do know you from Mississippi, but you're living here in the M-Town. But give me a little bit of who Mr. Bryson is.
Oh, well. That's well, first and foremost, I'm definitely a God-fearing man. That's first. That's my one main thing, and everything else, I let come to me. But originally born in New Albany, Mississippi, and moved to Memphis. I say since I was a little child, 1 year old, and ever since then, it's been moving with my family, getting involved more and more in the music, and now I'm here.
Now we're here. Okay, now with you being pretty much raised in Memphis, you are very familiar with the rich musical history that this city, shares and has gifted to the world. How much of an influence growing up in Memphis, being around so many amazing singers and musicians impacted you as a child?
Well, Memphis with the music, all the blues, just so much music history in the South. Period. It just made me want to get into it. Get involved in the beats, mainly the sound. It's just something that really interests me. Just took off from there.
So how old were you when you started, noticing that you were musically inclined?
Maybe around 6.
Okay.
6, 7, yeah. Playing the piano a lot, pressing the keys on the piano, listening to the sounds, just hearing the sound, off of a touch. It kind of got my attention,
Yeah.
And to hear all types of different sounds come out of just a keyboard, out for the, you got a lot of instruments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But with the keyboard, it makes up a whole lot of those different sounds.
Did you start off on a classical piano, or did you have a electronic keyboard?
Actually, I had a look small. I don't know where it came from, but
Was it like an old school Casio?
Well, though it was like a wooden, small look. I want to say maybe 12, 16 keys.
Wow.
And small little wooden keyboard, old stand up, one of those old fashioned pianos.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, it just kind of went from there.
So did somebody in your family, give it to you, or was it something that you got from church, or where did you get were you influenced by music at home or at church mainly?
Oh, it started at home. In that particular keyboard, that piano, I don't know where it came from. It just ended up in the living, and I started, playing with it.
Mm-hmm. So, are you the only child, or tell me about your family?
No, I'm the second oldest. I have an older sister, a younger sister, and a younger brother. And I got one of them. I can't even remember the age right now off the top of my head, but yeah, it's 4 of us.
And did you all, grow up listening to music together, or were you in the room by yourself banging on that piano?
Yeah, me by myself banging on the piano.
Now, I grew up, listening to a lot of music from the 70s and the 80s, into the 90s. That was my formative years. What what was some of the music that really influenced you growing up?
Like I'm 29 years old, but like you said, in the 80s, I listened to a lot of old school music, a lot of old school music, Al Green,
Ooh.
uh, the list goes on. Otis, Michael Jackson, uh, but I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of Lil Wayne growing up. We just had the G's and Gucci Man, versatile. I listened to that.
Yeah, yeah. Did that bring back memories?
That brought back a little memories then. It brought back,
Yeah.
yeah. Like Zaytoven, his instrumentals, Nas. I can go on. There's a lot of people, Jay-Z. It's a lot of influences, that kind of influence. I just like music, period. If it sounds good, I listen to country music, whatever.
So who are some of your favorite country artists? Because I used to love Garth Brooks and Faith and Shania Twain. I could go back and get some Reba and stuff like that, but
I'd say Garth Brooks.
Chicks,
Yeah,
Garth Brooks.
yeah,
Yeah.
Garth Brooks. Um, and that's kind of. And I actually met him a while back. It's kind of,
Garth Brooks?
yeah, I met him. They kind of
How did
moved.
you meet Garth Brooks?
Actually, I was working at Nike at the time, and we used to do a lot of things with music, and had a few people come in, and I met him then, and we kind of talked. I asked him a couple questions. Uh, what's his advice on everything? And he told me, just do what you gotta do, and your family, don't worry so much about it. It'll all fall into place. He told me that, so that kind of stuck with me.
Wow, that's some good advice. That's some good advice.
Yes.
So, what other celebrities have you met, hanging out in Memphis on the music scene?
Oh, I met a lot of local artists.
Look,
Um,
tell me who are some of the, some memorable encounters that you've had with some of these local legends?
oh well, no, just man, hanging out or making some music. Really being in the studio, creating music together. I can't really. I haven't got just deep into the going out to different venues and just on that level of things. But as far as producing and making music,
So okay, so we hear that you have gone from banging on the keys on the piano. You don't know how you got to, ended up in studio. So what was your musical journey? Did you just stay on keys? Did you go, so some musicians they'll play different instruments. And when did you start doing studio work? Did you
right,
stay with the Did you stay with the piano the whole time?
right. It was originally with the piano, but it kind of it wandered a little bit because I growing up, my father played basketball, and I got heavily into basketball, so that's kind of my second love. I'd say the music my first, but basketball was second, and then in middle school, I got into the band and I started playing the trumpet a lot.
Okay.
I played that for a few years, learned a lot. Had a great teacher, named Mr. Cable, Lionel Cable, and he just taught me a lot of things that goes beyond music, with just life, period. And but after that, I really got into wanting to be more of a rap artist. So in high school, that's really when I started making beats because I realized I was introduced to a program called Fruity Loop, and uh,
That's like a software that beat makers use to build
yes,
out beats. Okay.
yes, man, yeah, yeah, a digital audio workstation, and I when I realized I can make a beat for myself to rap on, it kind of took off from then because I always was making some a sound or something. Okay, I'm like, okay, this sounds good enough to rap on.
Yeah.
So after kept on working with it, just kind of took off from there. I just kept on making music, and then I had cousins to come in. You know, we started a group and friends.
Oh, y'all started a group. What was the name of the group?
Oh, it was called Low Key Entertainment, Low Key ENT, Low Key
Mm.
ENT. We made a lot of music.
Mm.
Yeah, back in the MySpace days, we used to.
Oh, take me back. Take me back. MySpace.
I know, I know. But yeah, we went from there, man. I was the person to make the beats like Dre, Dr. Dre.
Right. Yeah.
I would rap with it too. So yeah, you know, that was some good
So that
time.
was high school?
That
High
was
school and after high school?
a little bit after high school. A little
Yeah.
bit after high school.
So were you all working at a home studio, or were you all doing some of the local studios around town?
It was home studio, home bread.
Y'all were hustle and flow in the bedroom.
Real talk, real talk.
That's it. That's Memphis hustle and flow. So let me tell you this. So when it comes to really making that switch from just doing some indie music and really getting serious about it, what really made you shift gears? I mean, after high school, I mean, you got, like you said, you had fallen in love with basketball, and then the big boy stuff that you got to do. So how did you keep the music alive?
Oh, well, first, how I keep the music alive. It really helped me. The music helped me through a lot of hard times. A lot of hard times. You know. There's times I just been real kind of down and out, and
Right.
you know, you have to provide and everything to, to make a living.
Right.
Music was the only thing that subconsciously I was doing to get by,
Mhm.
and that kind of took to the next level of things with like to leads me here. So I was, I might as well make a living, try to make something that I enjoy doing.
Right.
And in order to do that, you gotta learn the business aspect of it. Although I'm not really fond of business, but it's something that we gotta do. Something,
Mhm.
you know, something that you gotta get out the way to
Now
make
that
it.
brings us to, like you said, the Memphis Music Bank. One thing, shout out to Angela Green, who launched this
Yeah.
as a way for, Memphis musicians and Tennessee musicians to make some money, but more importantly, to make some money by being connected with the television and film and web series and digital media platforms, games,
Yeah.
so many different other ways other than, I did radio for a long time. So I understand. I'm a singer, songwriter, been around musicians all my life. So I understand that oftentimes just having your music played on the radio was the aspiration. But now, we're at that point, as you say, as a musician, you're like, oh, there's other ways I can make money off my music other than just radio play. So what made you get interested, in that? Or how did you, let me rephrase the question. How did you learn about the Memphis Music Bank?
Oh, well, actually, my mother kind of presented it to me. She seen,
Mhm.
I believe y'all might have had something, post up on Facebook or something. And she kind of mentioned it to me. And she said that it'd be something good for me to look into. And that's kind of where it went. And we had set up a meeting with you all and
Mhm.
kind of went from there.
So, what have you learned about the and because this is really called music placement and music scoring. So, what have you learned as you've gotten connected to the Memphis Music Bank and working with Angela specifically?
Oh, well, I've learned that is to have some things in order.
Mm-hmm.
Get your things in order so it can be placed. You know, uh, whether that's with copyright, uh, you know, being with have everything up to par with BMI and your
So you're
PRO,
with BMI? Mm-hmm.
PROs, just uh, uh, that's the legal side of things
Mm-hmm.
for the most part.
Mm-hmm. So did you have to have, were you already on that page, or did you need assistance with that? And how did you get, everything in order?
Well, I was kind of already on that page,
Mm-hmm.
but it did help push me to go ahead and make
Tighten up.
make it happen. Tighten up, tighten up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really made me go ahead and get it together. You know,
So how many tracks do you have in the Memphis Music Bank?
I have four.
Okay. Okay. So tell me about those. What type style do you have?
Oh, one of them, I guess I would say it's a cinematic type of style. Another one's kind of a R&B style. I got a couple of them R&Bs, three R&B cinematic type
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if they want to learn more about you, they definitely can, go to your Facebook page, that's, which is scrolling across. But if
Mhm.
they hear your music, they can actually go to the memphismusicbank.com. And if you all check that out, that's Memphis Music Bank with a Q.com, and look up his name, Jimeal Bryson. He has 4 tracks in the bank. It's deposited in the bank, and he's ready to make some bank. Now
Already.
let's talk about that connection. Now, I am the creative liaison for the Memphis Music Bank, and the whole point is to connect, the phenomenal music producers that you all are, with filmmakers, local and across the country and world. Do you have connections already in the film and television or web series world here in Memphis?
Um, I got, I'll say a couple. I got a couple in Memphis, just by
Mm-hmm.
networking a little bit. Um, I got one. I shot him out. Shout out to Terry and you dig. Uh, that's one major one.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other ones.
So, what is the biggest advice that you would give to other local and Tennessee music producers and beat makers about, getting with the bank?
Uh, get the business side together. You know,
Mhm.
get your stuff copywritten. Um, find a PRO. You know, uh, get the legal side done. You know, that's what I would suggest. So get that done, and then everything else, kind of take place. When you get that done, you can kind of promote your stuff a little better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's one of the last questions for today for our MMB Live. What do you want? What would be your biggest dream for your music to reach as far as television, film? What would be like a win for you if you heard it in a fill in the blank?
Uh, will be a win for me.
So would it be a commercial, a TV show, a game, a movie?
Shoot. And then one of them would be
you
cool too.
know, some people have their preference like, man, I'm into Nintendo, I'm into games, and to have my music in a
All of them, all the
game.
above.
All of them. Okay, well, there it is, y'all. If y'all got a commercial, a web series, a TV show, a game, a movie, he's like, he ready.
I got a catalog for them.
All right, catalog. That's what we're talking about. He got a catalog. Well, we appreciate you um, so much for taking our time,
Appreciate you.
today
I do.
to be a part of this MMB Live, and welcome to the Memphis Music Bank family.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Once again, if you want to keep up with Keep up with him. Be sure to check him out on his Facebook. Also, go to the memphismusicbank.com website, search for him. He has 4 tracks in the bank, and he's ready. He said, whatever you got some for you. You got a catalog for you. So we appreciate that. And also, special shout out to one of our sponsors, the Tennessee Entertainment Commission. They are one of the proud sponsors of the Memphis Music Banq. We are truly grateful for their commitment to helping Memphis and Tennessee musicians, take their music to the next level. So thank you all for checking us out today, and be sure to share this with a friend. Share this. This is on our YouTube channel. Come back and check out other Memphis Music Banq interviews, MMB lives, also On Location Memphis. And 2021, we've got some exciting things happening, including the Memphis Music Banq's mixer competition. And I understand that you are going to enter into that foe. Is that correct?
That's right.
That's right. That's where musicians have a chance to battle it out. 2 of our MMB music producers, they team up, get 4 clips from a filmmaker, and then they score or place music to it. And we go 3 rounds with a bonus round and see who is the winner. And we have industry professionals that are giving them industry advice on how to be really, top notch when it comes to music placement and scoring for television, film, and other media. So I'm looking forward to you.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That's on the store.
Okay. All right then. If there's anything else would you like to say as we get to the wrap up?
Just thank you for having me. You have a good for the rest of your day.
Well, thank you very much. And we've got Position for Millions. Hello. Thank you for checking us out. We really appreciate you stopping by today. That's Miss Angela Green, and she is truly positioning us for millions. So thank you. And you all have a great day, and be sure to come back again for another MMB Live.